Yo, what's up, dude? How's it going? I had to come on and show you this. Obviously, this is a Rosewood neck Strat, one of the limited editions sold by Guitar Center last summer. In fact, I still think they have some stock left over. I think you can still buy it new, but I bought this used for like $500 less than retail. So it was sort of bittersweet because on the one hand, I was getting the guitar, you know, pretty cheap relative to new, considering the guitar is 6 months old, you know, pretty cheap. You know, basically 33% off. They're like $1,500 new, and I got it for a little under $1,000. But you know, I think it was bittersweet because I could see my Tele being here, which I bought new. I could see my Tele being here pretty soon. Roughly 6 to 8 months after they first come out, someone figures out they don't care for it after buying it new, and they sell it or trade it in, and I probably could score the Tele for roughly what I paid for this if I was just willing to wait 6 months, but I wasn't. So this is Fender limited edition American Standard solid rosewood neck Stratocaster, available through Guitar Center. I believe maybe Musician's Friend as well, because it's like the parent company, or they're related to each other somehow. I think it's parent company of Guitar Center, or maybe the other way around. Almost seems like Musician's Friend is their way to avoid tax, right? Again, it's a one-piece solid rosewood neck. They insert, you know, the frets are just hammered into the front. They insert the truss rod through the back, and then fill it in with a strip of walnut. It's an alder body. It's finished in hot rod red. Don't confuse it with Fiesta red or Dakota red or any one of those reds that they've come out with. This is hot rod red. And the only other guitar I've seen it on is the Mark Knopfler signature model. That's the only other place I've seen it. It also has one feature that the Tele doesn't have, or even this new round of Strats doesn't have, and that is a special thin finish body, where the finish is normal and the top coat's normal, but the undercoat is a special thin undercoat, so it doesn't like seal and smother the wood. I don't know. Sometimes I think we talk ourselves into all kinds of stuff, you know, unless it's encased in lucite. It's probably breathing okay. But this was a selling point that went away when they came out with the next round. So maybe they felt it wasn't worth the effort, or maybe it was just too expensive to do. If anything, I would think they would be saving money. What does it do? It just makes it so that when you look at it, you can kind of see the wood grain underneath it. Right? The wood grain comes through a little bit. And it also has the, you know, your typical laser, I think it's laser etched logo up the top. They're not locking tuners. It's the standard American standard tuners. It's the standards. You know, it's the 4-bolt and the micro tilt, all that normal stuff that you get with an American standard. Medium jumbo frets. I will say I love the frets, and they really give the nice fret and finishing. The frets are finished so nicely. Same with the Tele. You know, you can really notice it. Much like the Tele, these two, not this one, but these two pickups have a no-load pot for the tone. So these two share this second tone pot. And this one is just this front tone pot. So these two go through this one, and this tone pot, when you get to the end, so I'll turn it all the way down. And you keep turning it up. So there we are at 9, and then if I go one more, oh, actually that was 10. There it is at 9. There it is at 10. You can hear it. Let me go back to 9 again. Back to 10. You can hear it's a touch louder. It's just a little bit louder, really brighter, right? All right, so that brightness sometimes I think translates into loudness, but you know what I'm saying. It cuts through more. It's got no capacitor at all. It completely bypasses the tone circuit. I found that when I ran it through some of the tube amps, it was almost a little too bright, and I kept it on 8 or 9. That's where it is right now. Right now it's on 8. And that's certainly bright. These are custom shop Fat 50s pickups, single coil. They do reverse wind the center. So, you know, obviously you got the hum, no hum, back to the hum, back to no hum, back to the hum again. I mean, that's typical layout for this type of guitar. And this was available in Daphne Blue or Hot Rod Red when it came out, and I liked the Hot Rod Red. Again, used. I think they have a used one up there right now for like 100 or 200 more than I paid for this one. And they have them new, I think. It's certainly in the red, but not in the Daphne Blue from what I can see. That's about it. I had to get the companion for the Tele. And just like the Tele, the neck is incredibly comfortable. Probably one of the nicest necks, you know, I've ever played. And a lot of people were complaining I didn't play it clean. They're like, it all sounds the same when you play through distortion. To which I always reply, just because you can't hear the difference doesn't mean there's not a difference. So there it is, clean. All right, guys, we'll come up, we'll take a little closer look, and then we'll wrap this video up. Looking pretty good. Really nice fretboard on this, like one of the nicest. And I really love the high contrast of the dots. Helps me, you know, see the position a lot easier, I find. I don't know if you can see that thin finish on the body here. If you can make out like the... Yeah, it's a little tricky. And take a look at the back of this neck. Again, you can sort of see the grain a little bit there. It's not perfectly smooth. There is a little bit of grain. Pretty cool. Not bad. I actually have the bridge raised up just a hair. A a little kind of Beckish. Which took a while, a lot of screwdriver work on the claw in the back, but I got it. Just takes a little patience. Alright guys, well there you have it. A 2015 Fender limited edition Rosewood neck American Standard Strat in hot rod red. And this, I swear this is the last one, but who are we kidding? We both know it's not. Alright guys. Well, as always, thanks for stopping by. And rock on.